Carlos and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah.
My name is Azamai. My name.
Your name is Azamai? Is that what you just said?
Azamai.
What?
The mood is right. The spirit's up. We're here tonight. And that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Is that your favorite Christmas song?
It's a pretty underrated Christmas song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you know who that's by?
No, I don't. I'm assuming Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole,
No.
the number one Christmas specialist.
No. It
Other
is
than-
not by Nat King Cole. You uncultured slut.
Wow.
It is by Paul McCartney.
Damn.
We just spoke about him last week.
That's actually Paul McCartney?
It is Paul
Wow.
McCartney.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
How do you even come up with a Christmas song?
Yeah.
I feel like new Christmas songs don't exist.
No.
Everyone's just sort of repeating the old.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Interesting.
Understand, Paul McCartney took a lot of LSD back in the day, so if anyone's imaginative, it's that guy.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Well,
I'm super jealous.
What are you jealous of?
I would like to try heroin.
Okay. And what would your Christmas song be about? Like, pick a topic about Christmas that you'd make a song about that doesn't get talked about enough.
Putting in the needle,
Yeah.
bruises on my arm. Santa is. No, it'd be something like
You
that.
broke too easily.
I couldn't
You were
do it.
literally
No,
on
I
the
almost
warpath.
to
You
be
were
able to
on the-
create something like that,
Yeah.
and like if you can think about like the amount of thought process that happens to go into creating
Right.
a Christmas carol,
Yeah.
that like people around the world happen to like state and then they repeat over and over again. It's nuts.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's going to be a few kids Christmas caroling. You're putting in the needle, and then
I would hope so.
Yeah, one day, man. Keep hope alive, baby.
Well, I'm hoping I do that. You should do the Michael Jackson, buy the rights to that, and then you get paid every time.
and then that would be great.
Huge.
Oh man,
Huge.
And I just get
shout out
paid.
to our last episode.
Yeah.
Go check that out if you're interested.
Yeah, just
Definitely.
you know what? Buy music rights, man.
Yeah.
Just steal it. Steal it.
If you're not buying music rights, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing with your life? You ain't doing nothing. Anywho, let's get off with the introductions. Those gulps were insane. Anyways, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone. Let's get swifty. I'm Carlos.
Oh, that's what it says. And I'm Ryan. So I can't read, man. No, it's water. It's water.
Sake. And welcome to the Blanks 2023 Christmas special, holiday special, because we want to include all holidays.
Kwanzaa. American-made Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah.
I'm not going to say anything about that. I'll get murdered.
Oh, Jesus, really? What else is
There's something you don't talk
holidays?
about, man.
Winter solstice. And, of course, Christmas.
What's winter solstice? Is that like some pagan, like, midsummer type shit?
We'll be right back after this commercial break. Midsummer type shit? Are you trying to get us killed? You pissed off the Jewish community?
we literally just lost the whole community.
The pagan community is like, what the fuck? Really?
Just lost the whole community because of that.
Unbelievable.
Fuck, that's what like a bottle of wine does to you, man. It's terrible.
I mean, what are you doing, dude?
Absolutely terrible.
Where's the eggnog?
I don't know.
Have you ever had eggnog?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never had it.
it's actually delicious. So it's funny story about eggnog. I'm at the grocery store the other day.
You drank it in the aisle?
No, I'm like buying, I don't know, like random groceries or something like that.
Alcohol. You're buying alcohol.
Alcohol,
Okay. Let's
beers.
let's
Thank
get
you
it
to
out
Doug
the
Ford.
way.
Thank you for Doug Ford for putting, or thank you to the Republicans for putting beer into the grocery stores, because the Democrats wouldn't have done that. But no, I'm just kidding.
That got political in a hurry. Go ahead.
I was at the grocery store, and then there's these two girls behind me,
Mm.
and they were buying eggnog. And as I'm like checking out and I'm like putting stuff into my own bag, the cashier like scans the eggnog from the person behind me and goes, "Oh, chicken juice." And I was like, "What?" So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man. So I asked him, I'm like, what is chicken juice? Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Eggnog is chicken juice. And he's like, it tastes like chicken juice. And then the girl started laughing, and the girl's like, no, like people make fun of it because like egg comes from a chicken,
Sure.
and then they call it chicken juice, as in like eggnog or something like that. So when I've tried eggnog, there's always been like rum in it or something like that, and it's actually been fucking delicious. But then as soon as he said chicken juice, I was like, man, I don't ever want to try eggnog ever again.
Because it really ruins the taste for you.
Yeah,
Whatever you
in my
drink
entire
like
life.
that.
I'm surprised though. Have you?
Chicken juice?
So you haven't tried eggnog?
No.
Would you be open to trying?
I don't know yet. Oh, I thought you were gonna pull it out of your pocket or
Chicken
something. I'm like,
juice.
what the hell?
I should have got it for this
You
episode.
should have, but you didn't.
Unfortunately,
Because you want to know something, Ryan? All you think about is wine and pizza
unprepared.
and you shop for chicken juice.
Unprepared.
And that's what's going to be our downfall.
I'm
right?
surprised you're not sick of this yet.
You know what? I'm getting there. I'm holding auditions. So if you guys you know where to hold on auditions, I need a replacement because this guy is he's not on his game.
But just to quickly throw it in there, happy Thursday to everybody. Woo. You know, it's a week. It's the Thursday before Christmas, and
it's the
our
Thursday
holidays
right
or whatever
before
it may be.
Christmas.
Carlson and I definitely wanted to kind of ensure that we had this episode because we've been skipping a lot of them the last couple of weeks just due to the holidays and things like that. But yeah, holidays are a huge reason to be able to kind of like sit down, have time with your family, do what you need to do. So thank you very much for being here on a Thursday with us, whether it's a Friday or the weekend. You know, we definitely do appreciate you listening in today. Huge. I find that our viewer count is actually being a lot larger than it was a year ago.
About a year ago.
You know, like not by a substantial amount, but enough for us to be able to kind of notice. So thank you very much for coming into another episode. Our Christmas episode.
Welcome.
And then we have one more before the end of the year.
Yeah, our New Year's.
So our New Year's
special.
episode will be next year.
Recount.
Or sorry, not next year, but next week.
All right, put the microphone down. Yeah. You're done for the rest of the evening.
Drinking.
Yeah,
drinking.
You're done. You're
sick
done.
of it.
Unbelievable. We're gonna talk about the music choices of the bar we went to last week.
Yes. Yes, I do remember. I actually have the dude's card. Oh, so that's got to be that's probably one of the best stories I've had in a long time. I think so. It's very, very funny.
We went to our regular bar, All Stars. Shout out to the good people, All Stars. Been serving
great
the
chicken
blank
wings
since 2020, I guess, 2021.
Yeah.
We go there usually after every episode. And, you know, they have good music. We watch sports. We eat. We talk shit. Things like that. And this one particular evening last week, specifically, we were sitting down, you know, regular all-star evening. You know, the game was on. We were watching. This was was Friday last week?
It was a Friday.
It was a Friday.
We had to
so
switch
you
our
know
schedule.
The music had to be bumping because it's Friday, and the music choices were pretty solid. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And Ryan was in the midst of telling me a story. I don't want to say what the story is, but it's a pretty depressing story. But in the midst of the story, all you hear is bow, bow, bow. Now, I don't usually do that. I'm not trying to be rude. Hey, pretty girl.
I'm telling you.
At a bar.
Where you do things you
at
do.
The bar. And me and Ryan, eyes wide open, instantly looking at the barkeep who's in charge of the music, going, what the hell is going on? And they played Ignition by R. Kelly, the remix, obviously. And yeah, they let it go. There was no like, oh nope, I gotta change this. No, they played the song through and through. Ryan is going as messed up, but he was dying of laughter the entire time. Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty insane. Me and him were just crying, laughing. There was a couple with their child. Right, a child was there right beside us,
Should be like 4 years old.
yeah, at least, right beside us. And we look at the father of the child, and he's not even laughing. He's just making a face of. He didn't
knew.
know what to do.
He knew.
had
No, but he
clue.
knew the awkwardness.
Yes,
You know what
he
I mean?
knew how awkward it was, but he could not like the reaction. He knew that anything he could have done would probably get him like canceled. He's a
Yeah.
business owner, so he can't be doing ish like that, right? So
Shout out to him though for
he
having a
was-
sense of humor.
yeah, no, 100%. He was.
I
A funny
think
guy.
like you don't run into too many people in life that have that like awareness about certain things in life, like certain situations that happen
Absolutely.
and are just like genuinely or originally funny.
Yes.
That in that moment, Carlos and I were just dying
Oh, it was insane
because
I
R.
couldn't
Kelly
believe-
happened to come up on the
Because we
sound.
always joke about it. It's like,
Yeah.
man, what if you go to somewhere and they start playing R. Kelly? Like, what would that? And then
Yeah,
it
what
actually
happened? And it actually happened. Yeah, that was
And
great.
we were just like, wow, this
And
is
then
real.
for
This is
him
real
to be able
life.
to recognize that with his wife and
Yeah.
his kids sitting there and they're like trying to enjoy a dinner,
Yeah.
he like looked at us and he just started smiling. I
Yeah.
think that was like one of the most greatest human interactions that happens to happen in life. When you meet somebody that's like random that you're on the same page
Yeah.
about, I think that was absolutely stunning.
It was
absolutely beautiful.
insane.
Yeah,
And
it was
the
great.
waitresses were just kept on what they're doing, didn't let it bother them. They kept the song, guys. You know what? I commend them for the decision, but we need to cancel All Stars, every establishment in Ontario.
Yeah.
They got to go.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, they got to go.
You can't be
It
playing
makes
that
me
shit.
No,
You
absolutely.
cannot
not.
be playing that
Shame
shit.
on you.
It's fucked up.
Shame on you.
Oh. Sorry. Messed up.
What are you doing? It's the end of the year and it's
I'm
a
gonna catch
Christmas
myself.
special, man.
So New Year, it's the Christmas resolution.
Yeah. Christmas resolution?
Yeah, you have to
New
have to.
Year's.
Whatever it may be.
Oh my god.
Whatever it may
You
be.
can't be. You know what your problem is? How about instead of swearing, how about relax on the drinking?
Damn. No, I'm good on all that. Man.
Okay.
Good on all that.
All right.
So one of the funny enough, our last episode, we plan on incorporating a whole experience that Carlos and I happen to go through for fortunately one of our buddies' birthdays. Shout out to BDJ.
Johnny.
Shout out to BDJ.
Yeah.
And we only figured it after, but we had this whole review, whole experience on Therma. Is it
Thermia.
Out in Whitby. Go check it out.
Sounds
It
like
is a spa
medication you take for anal
out in
fissures.
Whitby. We plan on talking about it the last episode, but unfortunately we happen to miss it. So I would like to kind of take a little bit of time just to kind of give an explanation, talk about our experience, and then whether we would recommend it or not.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So,
Okay,
the
doing it.
ladies, God damn. No, I'm just playing.
He's not though. Go
So
ahead.
for those who don't know, Thermia,
Yep, nailed it.
Thermia, out in Whitby, Ontario, absolutely wonderful. A great spa. They happen to have like steam rooms, saunas, fucking jacuzzis, cold plunges, all the works. If you pay a little bit extra, you can get into a float room. Just absolutely wonderful overall. Highly, from my perspective, highly recommended. Our experience, it was absolutely wonderful. The staff was great. Our waitress was cute.
Yeah.
Like everything about it, absolutely stunning. I've never felt more relaxed ever in my entire life coming out of a place. You know what I mean? So
even bars.
yeah, definitely.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
100%. Yeah.
Wow.
What were your thoughts?
I loved it. I thought it was fantastical. From going to the sauna to a cold plunge to a sauna to a cold plunge, chilling at a bar.
Oh yeah,
to a sauna
because they have that.
plunge. They have that.
Yeah.
This guy, he didn't forget those bars. He just
Oh
didn't
no,
wanna talk
that was the
about
first thing we're looking
yeah,
for.
Yeah, that is true.
If that didn't exist in that concept, then I would have been like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
Yeah.
Sorry, God, what are we doing here? And I think that was the one of the most important things. I don't know. It just allows you to relax in a certain sense. That's just me, though. Sorry, but go ahead.
No,
it's I apologize for interrupting. Go ahead.
Apologize to the children.
I apologize, children and viewership. This is what happened when you start drinking mulled wine at like 4 p.m.
Well, you knew what you're
and then
getting
you
into.
come into a podcast and you
Mhm.
try to be
Professional.
professional and you try to like recollect yourself.
Yeah.
And just unfortunately, it doesn't work like
No,
that.
it
No,
doesn't.
and it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely terrible. You know, you make terrible choices in life. And I happen to be here at this moment.
Mhm.
So,
Lesson learned.
lesson learned.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
vibe is not very
absolute
Christmassy.
mess.
It's
Absolute mess.
it's like that episode of The Bear, of the Christmas episode. Have you seen that episode?
Maybe.
One of the most I'm gonna say arguably the most uncomfortable episode of a show I've ever watched in my
Okay.
life.
I love it.
I'm not like it was intense.
I
It
love
was
it.
insane. It was just mental breakdown after mental
Oh, wow.
breakdown, and it got like I never want to sit at a table with white people ever again in my life. It was that insane to me.
I got it.
You got to watch it. I don't even think because it's technically a prequel, so you don't have to really watch the
Mhm.
show. But if you just watch it,
Messed up in itself.
oh my god,
Got it.
oh my god. But that's that's my take on it. But The Bear, excellent show. You have to watch it.
Go check it
Probably
out.
my favorite show this year. But The Bear. Or Succession too, actually. Very good season. But yes,
So the spa. Yeah.
back to the spa. Yeah, no, it was fantastic. We went from the bar, we had a little drank to cool down, calm down, to calm the nerves. Then we headed to our sauna, sweating out all of our problems and stress.
Traumatics.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Our traumatic.
It's like a hot
situations.
therapy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sweating out all your problems and situations. You know what I'm saying? I got a girl telling me that she's pregnant and whatnot. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be about that life. So I sweat out all the nerves. She tried calling me, but luckily my phone wasn't with me, so I kept that, away. So it was nice to have that. Then we went to the cold plunge. You know what I think about the cold plunge? White people do too much of this nonsense to like really just. Well, what is this? What the hell is a cold plunge necessary for anyway?
You didn't like
Oh,
it?
it's good for to raise your to go and what's the word I'm looking for? What's the term when you use a cold plunge and what's it supposed to be do? What's it supposed to do again?
I don't know.
Why'd you do it? Like you did it he did it like 10 times that night.
Oh no, well, I loved it, but I'll talk about my experience after. But
Oh,
go
for
ahead,
God's sake.
please tell me the rant.
But I
Give
did
me the
it,
rant.
and I'm just like, damn, this is goddamn cold. And it was cold outside, and well, it wasn't cold.
It was cold.
It was a little chilly.
It was like-
it wasn't
it was like
devastatingly cold.
9 degrees,
Yeah.
which I don't know what in
And
Fahrenheit for our American listeners.
We're
But
walking around in robes and swim trunks. That's all we had.
It was
And
cold.
slippers. It was pretty chilly, but nonetheless, I did the cold plunge. I'm like, okay, no. I get out, and then we head to another steam room, and wow, that was cool too. It was just hanging out and talking around. That's all we did there, and it wasn't really much to it. But when you experience it, it's a feeling that you need to. It's so good, and I highly recommend it for everyone. Plus, the gal them there are pretty on point.
oh yeah, stupid.
Pretty on point.
I think probably the most underrated part about the whole experience was that you get to just what?
They have shows like live. Those.
Oh yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but those live.
No, like an aromatic.
Yeah, like the aroma, like
sort
you're
of
in a steam room
experience.
with like everybody. It's like a steam room with like maybe like 20, 30 people in there. You sit down and there's a person that waves a towel at you. The first we went to two. The first one was pretty insane because it was hot as hell, and because we were pretty high up, and the higher you are, the hotter it is for you. And we're sweating. I'm sweating, bro. I was sweating. I was sweating.
Pop the Molly.
Bro. Even if I did, I wouldn't even sweat like
Pop
that.
the Molly.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. Can you
Goddamn.
imagine popping a Molly and sweating out your things? Damn. Would you ever do drugs and sweat? Go to a
Well, I
sauna?
think it's definitely one of those places where you do shrooms. Not that I've ever done shrooms, but it's
You got super excited when you said that.
a lot of fun. But yeah, no, it's
All
just
right. So, but yeah, at the show, the lady is, we're going through the aromatherapy show, and the lady grabs a towel, and it's not like a little.
yeah.
She grabs the towel and she goes, I'm gonna put the mic down. Like,
For our audio listeners, Carl's
she's
happened
like
to be very
waving
vigorous.
the towel like with with
Force.
the most ferociousness. It's like she's trying to get the devil out of you, but we're sweating. We're in hell already. The devil is here. There's no need to do that. All right. So we go out, we sweat out our problems. Ryan, for some reason, goes back to the cold plunge, and we head back. We roam around, walk around, and there's another show, and they're like, I'm not trying to sit with another lady, and then the female walks in, a different lady, Desam. That's all I had to say about her is Giat, but she was pretty attractive. So we decided amongst ourselves, we had a very careful talk, and we're like, you know what? What's one more show? Let's sweat it out a bit more.
Yeah.
So we stayed in, and she did a great job. Her music choices were pretty mental. She did one point. At one point, she was freaking making us sweat to apologize. I'm like, I never thought I'd see the day.
I haven't heard that song in like
I
years.
hold you on the ropes, got you 10 feet off the ground.
When did that come out? In like high school for us?
High school. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. You haven't heard it in a minute. Huh?
That song was such like a huge fad,
Yeah.
and it had such a huge like following.
It did.
In that era,
Mm-hmm.
where you would almost hear it everywhere, and then all of a sudden we're in this spot 10 years later,
sweating out
our traumas, sweating our problems
hot
out,
like
then,
the Dickens.
and then you hear
apologize.
Yeah,
odd music choices. I mean,
it is what it is.
Whatever. We sweat it out. I'll never hear the song the same again without
definitely not.
But no, she did great. It was fantastic. We sweat out all of our problems. Then we went to the hot tub for the rest of the evening. Just hung out, chilled, cooling in the heat of the night.
Yep.
And that was our experience in a nutshell. Great night.
So, what was your favorite part about the whole experience?
Honestly, I think.
And would you recommend it? So, 2-part question.
My favorite part of all, I don't know if I have I think just like the sauna, just hanging out in general was really cool. Just the experience. The place is really nice. So just like walking around and seeing everything.
Definitely.
I don't think I have like one favorite part. It was just like it felt like everything felt like one whole thing. Just going from back and forth because they're all very repetitive. So that was. I don't know if I have a favorite, but I think the entire experience itself was just like great.
Love that.
Because I felt super relaxed when I laid down in my bed. I'm like, damn, this is nuts. I felt tired as shit. I felt drained.
Yeah. But it's like a different type of drain.
Yeah, it wasn't like
it's not like you're overwhelmed or stressed from your job or like anything like that. It's like a very
all that stress is gone. It's like
I'm relaxed. I'm ready to just rest.
Absolutely.
Like the rest that your body happens to need at that point in time.
And do I recommend it? Hell yes, do I recommend it. I even told my mom about it. I'm like, Mom, you gotta go. You need to experience this. I even tell my brother and my dad yet because pride. But other than that, I told my mom, yeah, you gotta go and you gotta experience this. I'm telling you, you'll sweat out all your problems. Just relax, calm down, cool and chill. It's great. And the cool part, not the best part, but the cool part is they give you a bracelet and it has your money in it. You just tap your bracelet and that's how you pay there.
Very cool. Very modern.
Cool. Yeah, very modernized. Yeah.
I think like my favorite part of the whole situation, like I already started telling these guys, I think the cold plunge is the coolest thing. I was in there like at least 5 times, if not more.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Just something about it. Just something so freeing and something so fresh about that feeling.
That's insane.
So it's like
take a cold shower then. Why
it was probably
go to cold water and
it was like 9 degrees out at the time.
Yeah.
It was raining.
Yeah.
At certain points, and then they have these little cool cold plunge pools that are 5 degrees the water, which is pretty cold. A lot of people may not think that it's that
when you
pretty
jump
cold,
in it, trust me.
But when it's actually cold, and then when they have like a waterfall at a certain point. But I think for you to be able to kind of experience that for the first time, if you've never actually jumped into something like that, or if you've never really experienced something like that, I think it's worth the try. For anybody who hasn't done it,
a cold plunge,
definitely just fun. You know
That's
what I
great.
mean? It was really cool being able to kind of test yourself and how you react and like how your body reacts to like the cold water, because you know no one really ever jumps into a cold pot of water for fun or like
Unless you're this
consciously.
guy for some reason.
But it was stunning. Like you get there and you have like this like initial shock in your body that happens to like tell you like, oh, like let's get the hell out of here,
Mm.
because you shouldn't be in that sort of situation whatsoever. But then when you happen to finally get into there, calm your nerves, like control your breathing at that point in time, it is literally the one of the most common things ever. Yeah, you're cold, but it's just fun to do.
Do you think that's how teenagers feel in horror movies? You know, we shouldn't be in this horror house, but you know what? It's
Yeah,
actually not that bad. And
definitely.
then pow,
Pow,
Jason
head chopped off.
slice.
But I don't know. That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Another underrated part of it was like we didn't go within our phones. That was another thing.
Yeah, we were phone free, no updates,
Yeah.
no nothing.
You know,
It was the
like
day Otani went to the
yeah,
Dodgers.
Otani. Yeah, screw you, Otani. By the
Okay,
way,
here we go.
yeah, screw you.
The sober Ryan would not talk like
Our
this.
Asian brethren
Yeah, here we go.
make me sick.
All right.
But yeah, I think one of the second coolest part about the whole concept is that like yes, you can have your phone at certain points, but we all sort of collectively were like, you know what, we're just gonna leave it in the locker.
Let's escape the world, baby.
Let's just sort of leave it
Let's
for now,
escape
and then
from
we'll
the
just
real
kind of
world.
enjoy each other's time. And I
Yeah.
think that there's not many opportunities nowadays in like those spaces where phones aren't allowed,
Mm,
because they know that people happen to bring it everywhere with them. Like it's their livelihood. That's how they pay for things.
mm.
It's how they get updates. It's how they communicate, whatever it may be. But like at that point in time, it really just allowed us to escape from where we were, which is huge. Huge. Like there's certain times we didn't even know what time it was, right?
That's true.
And like you never really have that whatsoever in modern day. You never really aren't connected at any certain time. But then when you're sitting there in like a sauna for like an hour and you're like, man, I don't even care what time it is. I think that was like one of the most beautiful things that we've experienced in a long time. So yeah, definitely recommend.
Good
Definitely.
shit.
Definitely.
Good-ish.
Yeah.
Good-ish. Ryan tried to make me eat chicken feet after, and I was not about that. But you know what? Let's head to a quick commercial break because we have more ish to talk about. And it's
Definitely.
Christmas. It's
Definitely.
the holiday season.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our plans.
Happy holidays.
Well, you don't have to say that now because it's a commercial.
Happy holidays, baby.
Yeah, and he's still talking.
God damn.
Yeah, all right. Now he's hitting on our viewers. Having a wonderful Christmas time. It's a great song.
All I want
Oh.
for Christmas.
No, you're not gonna do that one. Nope. Okay, I guess you are.
Is you.
Okay. You know, it's interesting. I know it's a commercial, but I just have to make this point. You remember the All I Want for Christmas cover, you know, Mariah in the red Santa-esque suit?
Yes.
So that's the album cover, which is nice to stare at.
God
when you-
damn. Sorry.
God, I don't like you when you're like this. That's nice. You know, it's a nice winter-esque theme, something to look at. For that Paul McCartney song I was singing, you want to know the cover that I have to stare at whenever I have to listen to the song?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the cover.
Yeah. And for our audio listeners, go look up,
The
what's it
cover.
called? Wonderful Christmas Time?
Wonderful Christmas.
Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney, the album cover.
is-
You will be pleasantly surprised
I'm pointing it to the camera now.
by the album cover,
That
unfortunately.
is what I have to stare at. This holiday season, have someone look at you like this Christmas. All right, this is supposed to be our commercial, so let's get into it and promote some stuff. Next week we'll be having a New Year's special.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about, you know, what our favorite episode of the year, album of the year for myself, song of the year, things of the year. And Ryan might come up with stuff because, you know, Ryan, he doesn't ever decide on anything. So who knows?
You know it.
You know. So
Check out
Ryan,
next week's episode.
Who's your artist of the year?
Lupe. Nobody better.
See y'all
Holiday
next week.
season. Join the blank
Peace, everybody.
as Carlos and Ryan discuss their holiday plans.
what presents they're getting, and so much more. Give cheer and drink beer with the blank with Carlos and Ryan.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Probably one of like my favorite Christmas movies of all time. That's probably considered underrated in a sense, but Jingle All the Way by Arnold
With
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a
Yeah,
great movie.
that's a great movie.
I really wanted that.
And
Turbo Man toy.
Sinbad.
Yes,
Sinbad's in that
Sinbad's
movie.
in
Yeah,
it as well.
it's definitely one of like the most like for us growing up in the '90s.
I really
Early
wanted that
2000s.
Turbo Man toy.
Yeah,
I wanted it to be real.
Did
so
they
bad.
even come up with that?
It is a real toy.
Oh, it is an action
Yeah,
figure. Okay,
but
so
like,
yeah,
it wasn't like sold.
the
like,
lore
yeah.
wasn't ever created. It came
No.
from that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. But it was like they made a toy, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, I really wanted that toy.
Yeah,
that was like
huge.
the coolest toy. Bro.
Huge.
Ugh.
That made a huge like impact on like children of the '90s during that time.
Absolutely. That's a great Christmas movie. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. He, entertained
legend,
us.
man. Absolute
who
legend.
else is in that movie? The Big Show.
Oh yes. Yeah, you're
Santa
right.
Claus.
Yeah. That is a big. Yeah, there's a
Mhm.
lot of like random. And then the guy who played he voiced The Simpsons for one of the characters. He was
Phil
the
Hartman.
neighbor. Phil Hartman. Yeah, rest in peace to Phil Hartman. That guy's a legend, man.
He passed away in a really tragic way.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't like natural.
No.
Oh, was he murdered?
Yeah.
Like Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing. That's absolutely terrible.
I don't even know what to do with this guy. I don't.
I can't express the dissatisfaction of myself laughing at that problem. That's messed up. So I'm sorry for Phil Hartman fans. But what's the character that he played in The Simpsons?
He had like a different. He had his most.
It was
popular, he
previously seen in.
Yeah. He would name himself.
Oh my god, I'm terrible. I love The Simpsons too. It's the worst.
The Simpsons. Hi, my name is. That's how he said it.
Yeah.
You probably know me as. Hold on.
God.
Okay.
Man, that's a legendary character.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get a character like that in like modern day sitcoms or like modern day cartoons anymore.
No, I don't think so.
You know, for them to be able to create that character and then create him as like the person that like was in every generic commercial trying to sell you shit. Like the one I can fully remember for those Simpsons fans who happen to be listening, where he would like take the orange and then he was selling like an orange juicer. And he would like put it against his face and then like smush the orange in his face and just to like get orange juice. Like that shit was funny as hell.
I mean, Simpsons is you can never go. I mean, I haven't seen the recent seasons. I believe you said you haven't either.
No.
Yeah,
but I stopped watching after like 20 something.
Some classic episodes.
Yeah. Christmas episodes too.
The very first episode of The Simpsons is a Christmas episode.
Like
Santa's
classic.
Little Helper. True story. And the voice character he voiced. Troy McClure.
I actually am so disappointed in myself for not knowing that.
As you should be. You're an embarrassment to all Simpsons fans. You should probably just.
It's terrible. I should just quit life in general.
Go ahead. Be a homeless bum.
Makes me sick.
You lived all your life being a Simpsons fan, and you could have named the one.
Makes
character.
me sick.
That's insane.
God.
You should
what am I doing?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
But yeah, Phil Hartman. He was murdered by his wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how murdered?
Shot.
Oh, he got shot?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought it was gonna be like a sex thing or something. Like I don't know. He was tied down, and then like she absolutely like
he
choked him.
He didn't say,
and then he didn't have the safe word.
Yeah, the safe word. He didn't use the safe word in time.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he died from that.
He just died.
Yeah, no, that's how I would assume.
Then the police find
would
him
a voice
gagged.
like that.
Police find him gagged onto the bed, just like police. Oh my god. Let's cover this up and oh good lord.
let's just sprinkle a little crack on him.
Some crack on him,
and then he'll be fine.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
No one must know what happened.
Yeah,
but yes. So essentially, it's reiterated in the show called Dark Side of Comedy. You should check it out. It's on Crave. But essentially, he was married to. This was his second or third wife. They had kids together. And so they were both actors. Phil being more successful from shows like The Simpsons and Saturday Night Live. She wasn't really as successful. She was trying to be, but
Mhm.
she was upset. She had done drugs previously but quit, but then she got reintroduced to it by someone, and the jealousy was weighing on her.
Wow.
So one night for her birthday, she asked Phil for a gun,
Oh my
and he
God.
bought it for her.
Yeah.
And
Would you buy your wife a gun if she asked you for a
why
gun?
would you, if she asked me for a gun, I am like saying we're getting a divorce. So like
Your wife comes out and asks
Yeah.
you for a gun for Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it a birthday present or a
It
Christmas
was
present?
a birthday present. I
So a
believe.
birthday present. She
Yeah.
comes out and goes, I would like a fucking Desert Eagle. I apologize for swearing.
Yeah, just-
I would like a Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
Can you please buy me a Desert Eagle?
Oh, I'll buy you a Desert Eagle because I'm flying out this damn wedding. I'll tell you that much.
That's
Man,
wild.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So, but yeah, no. But like, if your significant other got you ask you for a weapon, you'd get it.
I don't know. You think like bear spray or something would be perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
but a gun. They ask for a gun.
I don't know. Maybe if you lived in Florida. If we lived in-
you need a like.
If we
that's
lived,
not even a gift.
Yeah.
You standard.
Yeah.
You get it.
depending on
soon
the
as you drive to the
jurisdiction or where
house-
you happen to live, then yes, I can fully understand.
When you move
that.
into the house, the realtor probably left a few
Yeah.
AK-47s
Oh, they
in your
definitely did.
bedroom.
They definitely did.
100%. That's without Florida.
Yeah.
I'm never going to that state without with a gun on me. Are you insane? No
Yeah.
way. But here, wise, I mean, you wake up one day and
Oh, I would definitely have to question it.
yeah,
you
like,
definitely have
what
to.
does that even?
Yeah.
Why do you need that?
You have to.
Right?
Makes sense.
All right. Let's move on with the story. So she gets the gun and she hides it somewhere because essentially she wanted the gun for protection. And one night, separate from the birthday night, she got really high, and
Do we know what?
I believe cocaine.
Oh, okay.
And she, did the cocaine. She got into an argument with Phil because her career wasn't going as planned. Phil apparently had this habit of just walking away whenever they had an argument. He never like talked. He wasn't very.
We were
confrontational.
told that from kids.
Mhm.
Walk away from those
That's
those
right.
situations. You were offered drugs, you just walk away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
The whole Nancy Reagan thing implemented that.
crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
But clearly,
Just say no to drugs.
Yeah,
Walk away.
that's right.
Yeah.
But
So I
clearly-
get it,
yeah.
Phil. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
So he walked away. He did the right thing. He went to bed. She grabbed the gun and shot him while he was sleeping. So lesson learned, kids. So if someone offers you drugs, you take that. All right.
Yeah, I know,
You
literally.
take it.
You take
Don't
the
walk
drug-
away. No, you confront. If someone wants smoke, you inhale that.
Yeah, you
all right?
inhale that
You
meth.
go in
Yeah.
and be like, "No, I want
Yeah.
smoke too. Let's do this."
You might as well carry around a
Confrontation
lighter.
will save
Yeah.
your life.
Carry around a spoon with you. An injection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You will not be shot by your
Absolutely.
wife at that point.
And if someone comes up to you and be like, "Hey, I have a gun," don't walk away. You be like, "Oh, I don't care. I got my weapons too. They're right here. Let's do this."
I was fully thinking that we're never going to be ever sponsored by Reading Rainbow after that segment, unfortunately.
We're
No,
never gonna
no,
get
we're
any
screwed.
sponsors.
We're screwed.
Probably a few gun people might come to us.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You know what that reminds me of?
Mm.
So I don't know if you
She
had
also
this.
killed herself after that. by
Oh,
the way.
she did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So murder suicide. Damn.
And you know what's
Rest in
messed up?
peace to Phil Hartman,
Hartman, man.
Rest in peace, man.
R.I.P.
That's a tough way to go out.
I feel bad
She
for
didn't
the
deserve
kids.
you. Were they old?
They're just like preschoolers.
Wow. That's messed up.
That's pretty messed up.
Cocaine's
Happy holidays, everybody!
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stay clear and don't get your gun for your significant other if they
Yeah,
want it.
don't ever. Yeah,
Especially if they've done drugs in the past. So
don't do that. Yeah.
don't
It's
do
not
that.
not a good look.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I don't know if you had this in your grade school, but back in the day when like in grade 3, I remember in grade 3, so like a cop came in and they had a suitcase full of drugs, and it was like the drug program or Say No to Drugs program. You remember that?
And they brought drugs.
They brought drugs in a suitcase to your public school.
And where was this?
They were like in I was in Newmarket
All
at
right,
the time.
answers question. Moving on.
You don't remember?
Next segment.
Did it not happen to you? So the funny thing is, I was really, really interested on like in this concept when we were younger. So in the 90s, they had this whole like epidemic, and then like Nancy Reagan and Ronald
80s.
Reagan.
That was
Or,
the 80s.
so then
Yeah.
they stemmed into this program where it was like the Say No to Drugs, or like the like
Crack is whack.
Crack is Whack.
Yeah.
Like there's like a T-shirt that's like the
Yeah,
DRUG in red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? There's like a logo in red.
I forget what the letters are. I know you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But there was this whole like epidemic about the presidential like push for like say no to drugs, all that kind of stuff in the US. And then it actually stemmed into Canada at a certain point. And I watched a whole bunch of like podcasts and video on this because I was really, really interested as to why. But when I was in grade 3, and then a lot of other North American public schools had this at the time, where they would bring in a cop from like your local PD or whatever it may be,
right.
and then he would have a suitcase full of drugs.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if they
was
were
this in a classroom or was
in a
this
classroom. It was in a classroom. So I don't remember if they were fake drugs or if they were real. I was thinking they're real drugs.
Either or,
right?
your teacher was just like fiending, just like, oh my
Literally.
God. Oh, God.
And then they would be like, these are what drugs look like, kids. And they would pass around like these things in like bags. And you'd have like this like crack rock in like a capsule. And they would pass it on like, this is what crack looks like. And they'd be like, this is what weed looks like. And this is what heroin looks like.
And, give me that.
And then they'd
I'll
be like,
back in 20 minutes.
Crazy. And then I remember like researching.
Yeah, no, that never happened to me.
No,
never.
Okay, I'm interested.
Newmarket, I told you Newmarket. I told you that your town is horrendous and horrible. Why on earth would police be like, "Hey, this is it"? Oh, what did they do when 9/11 happened? Hey, kids, here's the here's an RPG missile. Pass it around. Oh, careful.
Did you go to a Catholic school?
I did.
Okay. So I'm thinking that maybe it was only for public schools at the time, because I'm sure the Catholic schools probably like put like a restriction on it. Was like, yeah, we don't want to see this shit. Sorry, my apologies for swearing, but that was like a very vivid memory of like when I was young, and I researched it because I was interested. I'm like, man, why did they do that? And it was this program that went around North America, and they spent millions upon millions of dollars.
It was a very big campaign.
Huge campaign.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the only reason why was they did the drug crack is whack is because coke was at an all-time time due to one Pablo Escobar. And
the U.S. government introduced crack into the streets of America. That's not a conspiracy theory or not, but crack was introduced by the American government. All right, next topic.
Have another commercial break because oh my God. And now the government won't sponsor us. Any government, really.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah, we're screwed. What can you do? Yeah, I mean, there is some truth about. There is some truth about the government introducing the drugs because, well, it's all about this at the end of the day.
Well, we've talked about this many episodes.
So, well, I mean, Reagan did his best. They killed Pablo, so.
Well, I would love to hear from anybody else, because that's a really interesting topic. I think that a lot of people can sort of share, especially if you went to public school and during that time. I remember vividly, like, cop came in, and then they literally gave it to you in like Ziploc bags and was like, "Here, pass this around. This is a capsule of weed."
And then there was that one kid in the class that was just like, "Man, this ain't nothing."
Literally,
just like, this ain't it. The
I'm
cop's
sure
like,
there
"Sorry."
was kids in the class being like, "Man, there's so many people that like this shit.
Yeah,
why not do it?" You know, I don't know. It's a funny part of my life.
Yeah, no, that has never happened. That is insane.
I'm gonna ask a whole bunch of people go for it. I'll get an update for next year.
Hey man, have you ever been given drugs as a kid?
I'm just interested. It's a very interesting like.
Did a cop ever give you drugs as a kid? And you're like wearing a wire.
Yes.
No.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, no, that's never. I mean, I've had cops come to the school and like they showed us videos and stuff. I had one cops. I had what's that phone number they wanted? 1-888-822 tips. What are they called again?
No, I don't think I've ever had that. But I know what you're talking about. There's a certain like to snitch on people.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
so
the snitch line.
Yeah, the snitch line. We'll call them that. They came to our school once,
and there was this one jacked. There was this one jacked human being that worked for them, and
The cops.
yeah, and he was like he was pretty buff. Like I'm like, damn, this
Mhm.
guy's huge. And at one point, he was like, "Yeah, I had to go undercover for them once." I'm like, "You went undercover for what? As what?" He's like, "Uh, as a woman."
What?
And I'm like, everyone in his
What?
class is like, "You had to dress up as a woman?" He's like, "Yeah, but there's a woman, right? Why did she
Yeah.
go?"
They
It's like,
have
no.
a woman now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, why didn't she go to the thing? It's like they wanted me, I guess, because in case things get
Oh, like a
physical.
scuffle.
But I'm like, she ain't trained. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand.
they can hold their
You're
own.
right.
Yeah.
Like if it's a woman, I don't get it. Tease their own.
Yeah, they can
Anyway,
hold.
they showed
They
us a
can whoop
picture of
our
what he
ass.
has dressed as. The boy looked like that music video, "Groove is in the Heart."
No, I don't.
You know,
No, it's not
"Groove
my-
is in the heart."
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking
Groove
about.
is in
Yeah,
the heart.
yeah. In the 90s.
Groove is in the
Yeah,
heart.
back in the day.
Yeah. So he dressed up like that.
Wow.
And I'm like, my man, what are you come on. And they fell for that. It's like, yeah, no, I had to beat the crap out of one of the criminals and I arrested
Wow.
him. I'm like, what the hell?
That's wild.
Are we that sloppy over here? We need to do better, criminals. You can't be falling for ish like that. I'm just saying, just because he got a wig on in the body of Mike Tyson, something's clearly
Yeah.
fishy.
You got to do something about that.
Come on. You can't believe that dude is trying to pipe, okay? That's insane. But yes, it was funny. In the same no, was this in the same assembly? No, no, it was a different assembly. There was this one assembly that we had where it was about trust and trusting your buddy and having friends and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
There was this part of the assembly where they asked these kids to come up to the stage, and I was one of them. And they wanted us to do a trust fall thing.
Oh, like you put
Yeah,
your arms
arm back
across
and you
your
fall
thing
back
and you
and
fall
the
back and let
person.
somebody
It's
catch
like,
you.
yeah. So me and my other colleagues, they're like 1, 2, 3, 4 fall. Everyone gets caught. I was the only one that dropped.
What?
I literally fell back, trusting my homie in the back that would catch me. I fall to the back,
Wow.
and I'm like, ow.
Brother, like what
I'm
happened?
like, damn, my homie. Everyone starts laughing. I'm like, man, ow.
Wow. That's messed up.
I'm like, damn, what happened? What happened? So we go back to the class, and my teacher reamed the shit out of this kid.
Oh, really?
My God.
Good.
Bad. It was like,
Fuck him. Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's like your 10th time swear. You have a cursing problem. Cursing problem. But yeah.
How old are you guys at this time?
I was in the 6th grade. He must have been in
God.
the 7th grade.
Terrible.
Man, my teacher let him have it, bro. Oh my God. Even I felt bad. I'm like,
He probably
damn.
thought it was funny.
I wanted to jump in and be like, hey man, I'm
It's fine,
cool.
yeah. I got a strong back.
It's like it's all good. I'm decent, But yeah, no, he's like, no, it's not fun. But he was like, trust me, this teacher was really cool. Shout out to you, Mr. Crispo. He was a cool guy, but man, he had a temper.
I would have been
my
cheese
God.
too.
Yeah, it was a
That's
bit,
a time.
that's embarrassing on the teacher's
Yeah,
part.
definitely.
So I would get it.
Yeah, and on his parents' part.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Well, to each their own. I'm okay. I do maths good. I speak English good.
Yeah, he be chilling.
I be chilling.
You be chilling.
I have all my senses. I know my ABDs and 1, 2, 4s. So I'm good.
Still though,
Yeah.
traumatic. I got
Yeah.
one some people's kids segment.
Ooh.
And I usually don't do this.
Ooh. This is exciting.
I usually
This
don't
is a
do
Christmas gift.
I usually don't do this.
Yeah.
I'm actually a fan I'm a fan of this dude.
Mm.
And I'm sure
I
a lot
know
of
who you're
people
talking
are.
about. I know who you're talking
He's a
about.
great basketball player.
I know who you're talking about.
Wonderful basketball
I know who
player.
you're
Up
talking
and
about.
coming.
I know.
He's done extremely well for himself. He was the overall pick for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people happen to know this story. Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Ant for short.
Yeah.
Great basketball player.
Fantastic.
Absolutely wonderful what he
Great
does.
athlete.
He's a great actor
Yeah.
too. He was in
Charisma for days.
yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
He was in that movie with Adam
Yeah,
Sandler.
yeah. That's
I
right.
forgot what the movie's called.
Yeah, same.
That basketball movie.
I know exactly
on
what you're
Netflix.
talking
Go
about.
check
Yeah,
it out.
It is a really good movie. Yeah.
Great actor.
Yeah.
Had a lot going for himself. Up until recently.
Now, why does this bother you so, Ryan?
Because.
Good talk. Anyways, let's head it up. Yeah, why? Why does it bother you?
So, for those who don't know the story, Anthony Edwards, and this is just my perspective on it, and this is what I've heard. Anthony Edwards, I think he gets like an Instagram
An Instagram
Instagram model,
thotty. Yeah.
pregnant, right?
Yes.
You know, nothing new. That's what a lot of the NBA players do. You happen to fly an Instagram girl.
Kids don't
Not
wear
a big deal.
Condoms are boring.
You bring them over.
Condoms are boring,
You
kids.
sleep
Don't
with
wear
them.
condoms.
You fly them out.
Yeah.
No problem.
That's right.
I have
Carry
no
on
problem
with
with that
it.
whatsoever.
Games tomorrow.
There's no issues.
Yeah.
Gets a girl pregnant, right?
Yes.
Pregnant,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
She texts him,
Yeah.
goes, Anthony Edwards,
Shows the
I'm-
picture
shows the picture
of the test.
of the test.
Yeah.
Double lines.
Yes.
Double lines. And for
Yes.
those who have taken a pregnancy test, you know, for those who have been in the situation where you've seen a pregnancy test in the positive, double lines.
Yes.
He starts freaking out.
Yes.
He tells this girl, get an abortion.
Well, it was a lot funnier than that. He says, "Hell nah, can't
nah."
do this." And she goes, "What does that mean?"
What the hell does that mean?
And he goes, "Get an abortion." LOL.
Oh, he put LOL. I didn't even know he put
Yeah,
LOL.
He put "get an
Oh
abortion."
my god.
LOL.
See,
That's what he said in the and it's all up there.
and it's all
and
documented.
Yes, it's all up
documented by
there.
text.
And yeah, go ahead with
That's
your
the thing.
spiel.
It's like people don't know that all this stuff is documented
You don't think
nowadays.
these
It
people-
is
you think-
screenshotted.
She
it
lives
is
her
available.
life on Instagram. Of
Yeah.
course she's gonna post that.
It is
stuff.
available.
Yes.
Yes, Anthony Edwards, I understand there's very pretty women out there on the internet that you can easily message, fly them out, do your thing, fly them out. No problem.
Yeah.
But I have to give you in this situation the Some People's Kid Award.
Why?
For Christmas.
Here's the deal.
He sent her money,
Yeah.
I think, which I can fully
100K.
understand. 100K. He's like 100K. He's like, here's 100K. Get rid of the kid.
Yeah.
And I just think you gotta protect yourself, man.
Yeah.
At that point, you're such like a high standard and you have
Yeah.
such a high stature that
Yeah.
if you're not wearing a condom
Yeah.
or you're not taking the necessary
You
precautions,
need better.
you
protection.
can't you can't trust in them that they're like, oh, I'm on the pill, or
That's
like I
right.
have this, I have that.
That's
Don't worry,
right.
you didn't bust
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Like you really gotta prepare yourself. You really gotta protect yourself in that
Absolutely.
stature. If you're not doing that, then you're already at a loss.
That's right.
And then you come out and get exposed for laughing at the girl for getting like telling her to get an abortion. I
Mhm.
think you deserve it today.
Mm,
I'm still a fan of you as a basketball fan.
mm.
I just think you deserve it today.
Okay.
That's all.
Here's the deal. I enjoyed those text messages. I thought they were absolutely hilarious.
They were funny.
They were hilarious.
They're funny.
Hilarious. Just like, nah, hell nah, can't do this. I mean,
At least he was honest.
Line alone would have been funny.
At least
but
he was
then get
honest.
an abortion, LOL, is hysterical. That's
another-
insane. That's just diabolical.
Crazy.
really.
No, literally.
That's like
He knew.
LOL after requesting such a thing.
He knew.
And he immediately goes, my lawyer will contact you. We'll set things up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Swearing again, I apologize. But
I think that's going to be your thing.
I didn't
on the show.
realize that he was like, "Oh, my lawyer's gonna contact
Yeah,
you." So
a
I'm
few
assuming like
times.
he probably contacted his lawyer and was like, "Oh my god, I can't get into the situation with this girl right now. I have to like let her go."
No. He's just like, listen, my lawyer will contact you. We'll set something up. I'll send you some money.
Oh, like a settlement.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get rid of the kid.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So she's like, no, I can't do it. I had an abortion once, and I don't want to go through
Yeah.
again. And here's the thing, though, where her side of things fell out. She sent him a baby picture, a random baby picture. It's like, oh, this baby would have been so cute. And I'm like,
Oh, that's weird.
she's not
That's
a
weird.
girl to listen. You know what? I'm gonna give some people's kids to the NBA players, not because of the whole abortion thing. Your choice in women are horrible. You are having sex with horrible women.
horrible people.
Just what are you guys
Literally.
doing? Even Zion's homegirl over there, she's insane. Do you know
Yeah,
what happened there?
Absolutely insane.
Do you recall what happened?
No, well, she's still going on about it.
Yeah,
from my
to
understanding.
this, literally an
To this
article
day.
came out yesterday saying that she's like still.
And that was
ongoing
like
about it.
last week's
That
news.
was it's insane. Zion Williamson meets this porn star girl. They have a relationship of some sorts. I don't know if sexual. I don't know if amicable. I don't know if it was just a relationship. But Zion ends up getting a girlfriend, gets her pregnant. The porn star girl is upset and jealous. She exposes messages and tweets saying how they were together. And Zion messages this porn star girl, be like, yo, can you delete the stuff? Why are you doing this? And she's still feeling some type of way about it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zion is still seeing both of them
Yeah.
at the same damn time.
Yeah. But my thing is,
The same damn time.
with all that money, what do you need to do? What do you do? And you know what's funny? He shot his shot at Kendall Jenner just the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, you're Zion Williams.
But my thing is, what do? Guys, NBA players,
Get it together.
get it together. Yeah, come on. All those millions of dollars, all the traveling you do. Why these type of women? Why these BBL-esque women? What are we doing? Even Anthony Edwards' girl, I went on her Instagram. I'm like, my God, what are we, guys? We need to do better. Okay, go natural. Go to local bars. Pick up a natural female. Make her life better. And if the relationships don't work, move on. You travel. All right.
They're on some people's kids.
Come
for a
on,
reason.
NBA players.
Yeah.
Be better. Anthony, Zion,
Yeah.
Dwight,
These guys are bums. Absolute bums.
goofballs. Shame on you all.
It's just crazy to hear. It's like such like a
You
dramatic,
have
like
all this money, and these are the women you
passion
go
story.
to.
You know, honestly,
Ugh,
makes
makes
you sick.
me sick.
Makes me sick.
Shame on you. Well, that's it for the Christmas episode. I guess we're gonna end it here. We're gonna celebrate some holiday cheer. Simply having wonderful Christmas time.
Yeah, I think hopefully we'll have some pictures and some content and stuff like that to be able to kind of post for our
Yeah.
Instagram. So look
Yeah.
out for that. Happy holidays to everybody.
Yeah. And
It's a beautiful time of year.
it's an extra long weekend, so enjoy it while it lasts. Because you really get these a lot these days,
Yeah, we got Christmas landing on the weekend and then New Year's on the weekend as well, which is always stunning.
So, guys, enjoy it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
You earned it. You worked hard, and here we are. And now we look forward to 2024. New year, new you. All right, guys?
Yeah. Be better.
Be better. Do better. And have better choices than women. Well, on that note, everyone, my name is Carlos.
I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. And don't forget, as always, get swifty.
Swifty.
And fill it in.
Swifty. What does Swifty even mean?
You're asking way too many questions, and we're out of time. You could have asked that earlier.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Peace, everybody.